Today's topic is the unshakable throne, God's sovereignty in a world touched by sin. Ever wrestled with this thought? If God is truly in control, then where does sin fit into the picture? You're not alone. This question has stirred in the hearts of believers for centuries, and today we're going to seek the comforting truth together. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Life Nugget. I'm Apostle C. Johnson, and today's message is one that anchors faith, especially in times when the darkness of sin feels overwhelming. Let's dive in. When we talk about God's sovereignty, we're talking about the Creator who spoke the stars into existence, the Sustainer who holds every breath you take, the Alpha and Omega, beginning and end. And yet, in this same world that God so lovingly made, sin casts its long shadow. It's in the headlines. It's in our communities. Sometimes painfully, it's in our own hearts. So how do these two realities, God's ultimate control and the presence of sin, coexist? To understand this, we need to walk through some truths together. One, the genesis of sin, disobedience unleashed. Sin didn't begin with God. It began when humanity made a choice of disobedience. God, in His love, gave us free will, not because He wanted us to fail, but because He wanted us to love Him freely. But free will means the possibility of saying no to God, and that's exactly what happened in Eden. Our lives as living epistles, here's the thing, on your life is a letter. Every choice you make, every road you walk, it's read by people around you. Sometimes your life becomes the mirror that shows others their need for God's grace. The question is, will they see Him through you? 3, learning through contrast. Sin is ugly. It's painful, but it also teaches us something. And by contrast, you don't appreciate light until you've been in darkness. In the same way, the presence of sin shows us just how beautiful obedience to God really is. Sin's powerless stand against God. Listen closely. Sin is destructive, yes, but it has never, not for 1 second, dethroned God. He has never been out of control, not during wars, not during pandemics, not even in your worst personal storm. Sin is proof of God's holiness. Oddly enough, the very existence of sin highlights God's absolute holiness. You know why? Because sin is the opposite of His perfect nature. The more you understand what sin is, the more you see how pure and righteous He truly is. Humanity's lost dominion. God gave humanity dominion over the earth. We surrendered it. But hear this, even though we lost our stewardship, God never lost His ownership. Everything still belongs to Him. 7, the promise of renewal. And here's the hope. One day God will make all things new. The old heavens and earth will pass away, replaced by a perfect reality. That's not wishful thinking. That's the ultimate proof of His complete and eternal control. Beloved, let this truth settle deep in your spirit. God is still on the throne. Sin does not challenge His power. It only magnifies our need for His grace and the beauty of His coming victory. So the next time you see sin's effects in the news, in the world, maybe even in your own life, don't let it shake you. Let it drive you deeper into the arms of the one who reigns unshaken. Here's the call to action. If today's message has given you peace, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's been wrestling with doubt. And before you go, subscribe to Life Nuggets, like this episode, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of encouragement. May the unshakable truth of God's sovereignty reign in your heart. Salam.